Hello everybody, my name is Elijah Fauth, and I am this year's 2024 Youth and Government Speaker of the House. This is a very special opportunity that I have been elected for, and I'm excited to continue to work in preparation for the conference. But as we are getting close to youth and government, I would like to prepare all the representatives of the House beforehand on expectations of the conference and what to expect during sessions. This role requires a deep understanding of legislative process, the ability to collaborate with other delegates, and the respect to discuss a topic without putting personal biases into debate on the legislation. By joining the House of Representatives, you will be required to debate and vote on bills that delegations draft for the conference. This includes thorough research on the topics that will be debated, understanding the implications of proposed bills, and advocating for policies that will benefit the state of Colorado. A representative's primary duty is to represent the interests of Colorado citizens. This means being a civil advocate, whether it's improving local infrastructure, enhancing education, or ensuring public safety. Be aware and prepared to defend their concerns, and always strive to make decisions that reflect their best interests. Although this is not a real House of Representatives, as the Speaker of the House, the expectation is that all representatives take the role seriously at the conference, though keeping the citizens' wants and minds in need and maintaining respect for the other representatives. This helps debate to be more fluid and easier to vote on legislation. Now that you know the expectations of what a representative's role is, let's talk about how to accurately prepare for inside a session chamber. This is called parliamentary procedure. Parliamentary procedure is how the government maintains order in the chamber among the representatives. The chair, who at Youth and Government is already assigned, works as the mediator of the room. They have the authority to control the room and make the session more productive. The chair has a preset order of bills that will be debated in session. This is called the docket. Everyone in the room will have access to it. Prior to the conference, we will send out the docket so the representatives can prepare arguments. The chair will open the session by banging the gavel. If the chair ever bangs the gavel and yells decorum, please refrain from speaking. This will allow the session to begin. Motions are a formal way for representatives to maintain the rules of the session. All motions need to be seconded and voted on by the majority. The chair will ask the chamber if there are any motions at this time, where a delegate needs to do two things. The first thing is to motion to open the docket. This will allow formally access to the legislation you will be debating. And the second thing is to motion to open the floor to debate, which will formally allow debate to begin. As a representative, you can make other changes if you would like, but those are not the mandatory ones. After the docket and the floor are opened, the clerk will read the title of the first bill in the docket. Then the chair will ask if there are any authorship or sponsorship speeches. This means that the author of the bill will have an opportunity to speak on their bill. And if they are not present and someone can sponsor or give a speech on the bill by request of the author, if you drafted a bill, you will also need to prepare an authorship speech. This is a 3-minute speech that explains the bill and what exactly it will be doing for Congress and the state of Colorado. After the speaker is done, there is a 2-minute questioning period where representatives can ask questions to the speaker. After the questioning period expires, it will move on to affirmation and negation speeches. Affirmation speeches are speeches that explain why this legislation should be passed, and negation speeches explain the negatives of passing the bill. All representatives are encouraged to write these speeches on the bills. I recommend writing them before the session starts. The debate starts with an affirmation speech, followed by another 2-minute questioning period, and then on the negation, followed by another 2-minute questioning period. This process repeats until there are no more speeches to be given, or someone in the chamber motions to move to previous question. Motioning to previous question means that the chamber is ready to vote on whether to pass or fail the bill. The clerk will read the title of the bill again, and then the chair will ask for all in affirmation, negation, and abstaining. Please raise your placards and the clerk will tally up the votes. For a bill to pass, it will need 2/3 majority vote. Same with any sort of motion. From there, the process will continue until the chamber has completed the docket. Now, here are some notes and extra things that will happen in the session that all representatives should be informed about. During the session, when you are giving your speech, the chair will provide time signals. 1 tap of the gavel means 1 minute. 2 taps of the gavel means 2 minutes, and 3 taps of the gavel means you've reached 3 minutes. If you surpass 3 minutes, you are given a 10-second grace period. If you have surpassed the grace limit, the chair will hit its gavel until you have finished speaking. If you end your speech before 3 minutes, you can either yield the rest of the time to the chair or the floor. If you yield it to the chair, that means that the chair can decide what to do with the time, and usually means that the remaining time is just absolved. But if you yield it to the floor, that means that the questioning period will be extended and the remaining time be added to the 2 minutes. Once in questioning, if a representative wants to extend the questioning period because there are still questions without answers, then they can motion to extend the questioning period. Now, if you are not speaking and you would like to ask questions to the speaker who just gave an affirmation or negation speech, please wait for the chair to open the floor for questioning. Once the chair has, you can raise your placard and wait for your turn to ask a question. Once you are called on by the chair, please thank the speaker for their speech and state your name and delegation. Then you are required to ask the speaker if they yield to a question. It can look like this. Hello, I am Representative Fauth from the delegation of RCS. Thank you for your speech, Representative. Does the speaker yield to a question? Please stand up when you are questioning. After you have asked your question, please refrain from responding to the speaker's answer. You can only ask a single question and may not respond to the response. The only way you can do that is if you ask the speaker if they yield to a 2-part question. Finally, at Youth in Government, and especially in the House, we value respect. Please treat all representatives, senators, pages, lobbyists, and officers with respect and kindness. Specifically in session as a representative, if you have a question, comment, or need to clarify the rules, you may raise your placard and say point of order or point of inquiry. All representatives must raise their placards if they wish to speak. This keeps it formal and will allow sessions to be more productive and run smoothly. Now that you know what parliamentary procedure is and what it is to be a part of the House of Representatives, you are ready to debate. Please have fun and let's make Youth in Government 2024 an amazing conference. If you have any questions or want to clarify anything, please feel free to reach out to me or any of our Youth in Government 2024 officers. You can contact me at fauth.elijah@gmail.com. That's fauth.elijah@gmail.com. I can't wait to see all of you in November. Thank you.